Hey guys, this is Justin. I thought I would make a video talking about my first few days as a Lyft and Uber driver. So I was hearing a lot of great things about Lyft. I did my um, driver's test mentor meetup thing with Lyft, which they require, but Uber does not. The guy was super friendly, and I passed really easily. It's a quick test. They just kind of check your car and make sure that it's drivable, and also they make sure that you know how to drive, and then you have to pass your background check. So that all went well. I was really looking forward, actually, maybe to drive and Lyft even more than Uber because they have such great perks and like rewards and stuff for their members. Um, Unfortunately, I have had Lyft on almost every time that I go online, except for the very first day I just did Uber. But after that, I've had them both on, and I've only had two Lyft drives, as opposed to probably like 30 Uber drives. So I don't know if it's just not as popular here and hasn't taken off yet, or if people just are not using it as much, and I don't know. Anyway, I hope that it does. Like I said, they have some really good perks, reward program things. So, like with Lyft, if you put in my code, you can use that code and get a free ride, and then I also get money on my check. Or if you want to be a driver and you're in the Atlanta area, you can put in my code before you sign up to be a driver. Like in the sign up process, you have to put the code in. But then, from my understanding, after you have driven for 30 days and done 50 drives, and you have to do 50 drives in the first 30 days, but then you'll get $500 and I will get $500 as well, which is insanely crazy. But if you're in Atlanta, which that's how the it works, I don't know if you'll be able to find 50 drives within the first 30 days. I mean, maybe I would get more drives if I just turned Uber off and only had Lyft on, but I may try that next week or later this week. Uber also has good rewards programs. So theirs, I believe, if you put my code in for Uber, then you get a free ride, and I think I get a free ride rather than money on my paycheck with Uber. But then if you want to be a driver, you can put in my code and you get $25 and I get $25 after you've made 20 rides within the first 30 days. So it's a little less rides you have to make, but also less money you get. But both are money in your pocket, so it's not too bad. Um, so as far as the people that I have driven so far, it's been pretty good. You get a really big mix of people. Some people come in and they want to sit in the front seat, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. Um, some people will sit in the back. I find that usually the front seat people talk more and want to engage more in conversation. The people that sit in the back, sometimes they want to talk, sometimes they just sit there and want to do their own thing. Today, I had a woman have her headphones in, and we were on a really long drive, like a probably 45-minute drive, or actually, it ended up being a little over an hour because she had to make a stop and then we went on another drive after that. But anyway, so I could hear that she had Beyonce's new Lemonade album in. So I was like, when we stopped the first time, I was like, I have an auxiliary cord if you want to play it. She was like, I didn't know if you liked Beyonce or not. And I was like, yeah, of course I do. So on the way back, we listened to Bay. Um, what else? I did have two youngish girls who were like in their early 20s. Um, Brought a open container of alcohol in the car, and I didn't realize it till we were driving. The girl that said there was a girl in the front and a girl in the back, and so the girl in the front was like, "Hey, hand me the water," and I was like, "Okay." But then when she started drinking it, I mean, obviously I could smell that it was alcohol. I should have kicked them out probably, because if I get stopped and have alcohol in my car that's open, that's not good. All of that responsibility would fall on me, and I'd get ticketed or fined or whatever. So yeah, that was kind of annoying. Other than that, everybody has been pretty friendly. I will say that it's not quite as lucrative as I thought it would be, because I was watching videos of people that were making bank, at least $100 a day. I had one friend tell me, "Oh, you'll make $100 a day, not even trying." That has not been the case. So I've driven, I think, a total now of probably 16 hours, which would be like two full day jobs, or two full days of like a full time job, 8 hours a piece, and I have made, I think, about $150, $160 out of 16 hours. So I mean, it's pretty much like $10 an hour, which is better than nothing. But I have a master's degree. I should be making more than this, but I'm not. So, um, I was thinking about a lot of people that I've seen in videos and that I've read about will do extra things for their riders. So I was thinking about having some gum, mints, peppermints, something like that, for free for them. Maybe bottled water, the little small bottled waters, if I can find a good deal on like a bunch of them. But also, I'm an art therapist. That's what my main job is. Um, So I was thinking I want to kind of tie that in somehow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a journal and make it kind of like a creative art journal. And I'm going to do the first page and I'm going to tell them, like, I'll do it all fun and funky letters and creative, and tell them basically they can do whatever they want in the journal while they're in the car. They can draw, they can write a secret, they could write, um, how they liked the ride or how they liked me, or they could do their favorite quote or favorite song, um, really anything, a piece of advice. I'm going to have like a list of things, just ideas that they could do for the journal. But I thought that might be cool for some of the ones that take a longer ride. Maybe give them something to do, something that's fun and creative, and would leave a lasting impression so that they remember me, as being, different and unique, and hopefully would give me a good rating and maybe a tip. Speaking of tips, I've gotten one so far, and that's out of probably 30, 30 to 40 drives. And the first tip that I got was today, and it was like $2 on, I think, an $8 ride. So, I mean, that was nice. The guy was really friendly. But tipping is not really where it's at least not here in the ATL. I think that's all. I believe I'm going to post this to YouTube and my a couple of my other sites. So if you have questions, ask me. If you have comments, tell me. Oh, I was going to give my code. So if you use this code, if you're interested in becoming a driver and you're in the Atlanta area, my Uber code, and you can use this also if you just want to get a free ride, if you're just, a rider. But my Uber code is JUSTIND7211UE. That's Justin D, like dog, 7211UE. And then my Lyft code is Justin626759. That's Justin626759. And I will put them in the or not the comments, but the description for the video. All right. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this and it wasn't too boring. I'm really surprised that I talked for 10 minutes, but here we are. So, I recently made some business cards that I'm going to hand out to my clients. That has, that I'm an art therapist, an expressive art guide / Uber and Lyft driver, and I thought of this quote that I put on the card, so I'll end with that quote. The quote is, "Art is the ultimate vehicle for communication. So let's take a ride." All right. Have a good night.